Am I muted? No, I don't think so. So I wasn't talking. Riot looks like a good setup. Yeah, looks really good. All right, let's see. Huh, not that many people today. What do you scan for? Um, like basically stocks that have made big moves in the past 3 months, and then I have like ADR filters, volume filters, and then I just find the ones that are up, like have made a big move, and then check if they're sideways. Basically, that's pretty much all it really is. How are you this morning? Um, I am chilling. Haven't really done much at all. I like Riot. I love Riot. Riot Weekly looks really good. I was talking about that the other day. I like the weekly. I have not. I have not done that yet. 14 calls on Riot if it breaks out. Yeah, most likely what I'll do is 14s for this week. Shit, let me look at Bitcoin. Yeah, I guess. Fuck. That thing's barely been going sideways. It's kind of strong though. Yeah, I guess what I would do is 14s for this week and then um fucking like 20s for 3 weeks out. TTD update. It hasn't really moved. I'll have to wait for it open. It's too thin. Doesn't get much volume pre or after hours. The fuck is up with this? This looks like it could go today. Hmm. Right. Alright, alright. Enough. Oh shit. This is like really trying to go. Okay, I would wait for the 5, but the 1 minute looks fine. I'm gonna buy a little bit of the 14s for this week. And then I'm gonna buy a little bit of the on the 5 minute. Let's see. Okay, let's put that on Twitter real quick. My little riot. Oh shit, there's a SPY day trade right now. That's interesting. It's kind of a strange looking setup. Honestly, I think I'm chilling on that one. Did not even realize that. Okay, wait, let me see this really quick. What the fuck just happened? Oh, there we go. Okay. Riot. Wait, I have not been looking at chat. Riot, I want some far out ones. 22. Alright, there we go. Which calls did I buy? I actually have a couple. Okay, this doesn't look all that bad, but oh yeah, now this decides to fucking go, doesn't it? Might take a little auto on this for the SPY trade played out too. Damn, I'm tripping. I've not been paying attention. Look at Let's see. Is it working? Can you see it? Can you see my screen or no? You see this, yeah, it was black for a sec, huh? This SPY AI trade, damn, that thing's a beast. God damn. I look over, didn't see the alert. And of course. Of course. I was like, oh shit. That's playing out already, isn't it? Well, that's dope. By Amazon, I do not have anymore. All right, wait. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What have you guys been saying? I've not. Also, your mic is a little bit quiet. Is it? I believe I'm finally gonna get SPY AI. Hey, that's up to you. Wait, what? Bro did not get stopped out? Stopped out at what? What do I think about the riot call? What does that mean? No, I didn't get stopped out of SPY. Well, I didn't even take it, first of all, but which is fucking ridiculous. I don't know why I wasn't looking at that. On Twitter, you called out a riot call? Yeah, what do you mean, what do I think about it? I think it's good. Am I planning to trade Virgin Galactics? What the fuck is that? Like, do I see potential? No, I just took the trade expecting it to go worthless. Of course I do. I'm just fucking with you. That was kind of dickhead, but of course I see potential. There's a good setup on Bitcoin. Oh, space. That, yeah, I remember. Do I plan on trading space today? Nope, looks like shit. Here's a quick answer. I plan on making some YouTube videos is what I plan on doing. What should I like post? Should I post like strategy? Like I know, do you guys know the stuff TJR posts? I know a lot of people watch him on TikTok, like that viewer people like those videos, I guess. Day in the life, I already have one up, but shit, I mean, I guess I could do another. Start with beginner stuff. Well, it's a little boring. NCLH, how the fuck did you get that much? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Riot, you're gonna go. Alright, I got a price alert set at today's low. Let's see. Riot. Doesn't really look too bad. Doesn't really look too good though. Because of this right here. If Riot can just get above that, then we're chilling. Yeah, it is. It is still going. Next. This doesn't seem to have all that much volume. But it does look like it's breaking out. Nah, I guess not really if you look at it like that. Why is CRM on your watch list? ADR is below 5 because the options chain is liquid on it. Like, you can trade options on those. And it has like a fairly decent setup. It's like how you know, AMD, all these other ones, like, yeah, they have shit ADRs, but the options move good. So the risk to reward is still there. Even though the ADR isn't there, the risk to reward still is, which is why it's kind of weird because ADR usually determines like how good the risk to reward is going to be. But, you know, we have Nvidia that did this move right here. I think someone made like 1200% and it only moved 8%. Like, the risk to reward really isn't there on that, or you wouldn't think so, but because the options chain is good on it, it ends up working out. So then it's acceptable. I want to see this thing go. That'd be fucking crazy. Can you do a YouTube option strategy video? Yeah, eventually. I could. Check TMHC. TMHC. This isn't that bad. It's a low ADR. I'm not sure how the options chain looks on it. Looks like it tried to break out the other day, but didn't go for it. Did this just push highs a second ago? I did. Huh. Interesting. Can Bitcoin just keep going, please? NKLA breaking out? I mean, technically, no. Kind of looks like shit, not gonna lie. I mean, you could always farm views by doing donuts in the lamb. But that doesn't mean shit. I could farm views on lots of platforms. Why do you use ADR and not Yang Zhang Volatile? What the fuck is that? That's why I don't use it. Because what the fuck is that? Let me look that up. Let's see. Yang Zhang Volatility. GKYZ. Yeah, I still don't really get it. I don't know how that works, but ADR is, it's just so much easier. It tells me what percent per day on average it moves in the past 21 days. Why would I not use ADR? It's like so easy rather than calculating some crazy shit. Oh my god. The fuck is wrong with this thing? Do you look at ADR as a factor for your trades? Yeah, 100%. Like, you need to look at that. I usually say if your account's small, don't even waste your time touching anything below 5. And that would apply for, even things like this, like CRM, where it has a good options chain, and the setup's like okay, or it's starting to set up, but a low ADR. It's still going to be better for you to focus on quicker movers either way. Like something like Riot, 8%. Of course, you're going to want to focus on that. Riot. Can Bitcoin just like push overnight and then Riot 14 tomorrow? I really can't believe I missed out on this jobby. It is what it is. At least I'm in Riot. RKLB made a decent reclaim off of 20, did it? Oh yeah. I mean, technically yesterday it kind of broke out. How long am I holding Riot? Well, I have contracts that are like 3 weeks out. You're in RKLB, 1/4% risk. Yeah, that's probably fair. It's like hard to find perfect setups right now. Like I see setups, but I don't see perfect setups. So I don't even want to like risk much. This was actually all right. I take that back. This was a really good setup. I like this one. The RR and entry wasn't that good. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Damn, I got some 1 day. Some 1 days for Riot. Yeah, I got some 1 days for Riot too. But I also got some 3 weeks. Because I'll show you why. As a weekly setup, it's breaking out of the weekly flag. Look at this one. It moved for 5 weeks. Well, it moved, yeah, just about. So I got some that are like 20 days, 20 something days. What percent of your account do you buy worth of contracts? Like 0.5% to 1%, or honestly, like 1/4% to 1%. Sometimes it's even smaller. It really just depends on this quality setup. Like Riot overall, I probably have like 1% in. I'd say. Normally, looking at this, I would just buy shares, but I want to see how like further out contracts move of your account or risk of my account. Wait, what was your Riot call? Well, I have 14s for like fucking tomorrow, and then I have 20s for 3 weeks out. Look at Mara weekly. See, perfect setup right here. Breaks out, going to the next level, which, you know, might actually be more like that. Oh, that's weird, right where it is. That's actually kind of interesting. Next level would be 20. If this thing could just, like, go sideways and build a good range here. You bought the Riots. You bought the 14s in Riot for 0.03. I don't even know what the fuck I paid for them. Something like that. If Mara could flag out right here on the daily or the hourly and then push through, we could see weekly continuation and then get to 20. But for now, we're not getting shit. Do you guys see, like, why I'm looking at that? Or, like, how I identified that? Press 1 in chat if you get it. Oh, shit. You guys don't get it? Alright. Let's see. Weekly. Yeah, I don't think I explained much right there, to be honest with you. Alright, let's see. We got the weekly here. Let's take these lines off, because they're going to be the same. You know, let's take all of them off. So, here we go. Actually, I kind of want to see it more like that. Alright, so, right here. Obvious range. Very obvious range. If you can't figure this one out, not really sure what to tell you, because that is a pretty obvious range. These candles are staying within those lines pretty well. Goes right to the 10-day, then it breaks out, and then obviously the volume comes in. And then right here, I see, like, it's drawing a line for me. My eyes just instantly lock on. Right here would be a little support resistance right there. So if we looked at the daily on that, you would see that, you know, it comes down right there, bounces off that twice, and then chops right around this again, chops right around it again there, and then this is, you know, now the top of the other range. Then it breaks out, pushes through that. Let me go back to the weekly. It's drawing out another line for me. I see it right here. This is topping out right there over and over and over. So it's quite clear that I could draw a range right there. Zoom in on the daily. You can see it obviously tops out there quite a few times, like 4 times right there. Twice right here. You know, again right there. Again here. Struggles to get through there. Let me go back to the weekly. We see there's another area right here, but, you know, it's a little choppy. And then right here it topped out. So you can see bottoms out there, bottoms out there. Finally breaks through that. But then it comes back up, tops out there. That's another little range area. Right? So now these are your price targets. So first one would have just got hit. Just now. If you stayed in this. I had a price target that was a lot more advanced, but it was because we were looking for a shorter term trade. Where I identified this one right here because it bounced off this right there. Then bounced off that again there. Looked like it was bouncing off that again there. Identified that for this one. Took profits there. Same thing here. Took profits there again. So it allowed me to get out of this and avoid this chop and just sit there and burn theta, you know. And then here it allowed me to get a pretty good exit because that was, like, you know, almost the fucking top where we got the 6,000%. So it's a little bit more complicated to figure those out. But these general ranges, if you're trading shares and you have no theta, you're totally fine with. You can use these as your, you know, exit points instead of using the 3 to 5 day in rule. But let's say you 3 to 5 days in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any of these days you would have had, like, you know, a very similar exit. Or you could have continued to swing and then right here on today, you know, around when it got towards this, you could have sold a half or a third of your position and set a stop loss, boom, break even. So now your stop loss is probably somewhere down here instead of at the low of breakout day. So then you took profits, sold, or well, you sold some, took profits, and that would give you a risk-free position. Plus, you are 100% going to make money on that trade because you already took profits, and the rest of the shares will sell where you bought them. So you literally couldn't lose on that. And then you wait for it to close under the 10-day. So once it closes under this green line, then you exit. Like, let's say MGOL bounced off the 10 perfectly. Bounce off the 10 right there too, right? When it set up, boom, bounce off the 10, broke out. Goes up, pulls back, bounces right off the 10. Who knows where it'll go from here? But waiting for it to close under the 10-day. On the daily chart, obviously, because that's where the setup is. But let's say you are in Mara and you bought it off the weekly. Then you're waiting for the 10 to close under the weekly. And you would still be in this. This would be telling you continue to hold. But based on our levels, we would know where to scale out. Or, you know, take some profits to reduce the risk on the position. Everyone like the stream right now? Yeah, tell him, Brad. Brad, don't you got school soon or some shit? Do you guys get what I'm saying, though? Or is it still gibberish? It's fine, because we can go over it every single day until it's not gibberish, you know? Oh, does Brad not have school? It's summer. Yeah, you might be right. Makes sense. Okay, well, we'll continue to go over it anyway, because, I mean, we literally go over it all day, every single day in the Discord with, like, the setups, channels, and shit. Only Peanut Brain can't understand this. Unfortunately, there's probably a lot of Peanut Brains in here. What's a good ADR for you to take a trade? Above 5. Preferably. It doesn't have to be, depending on the options chain and your account size. But if you're under 100K account, just stick to 5 plus. You don't want slow bullshit. You can grow accounts fast. I don't know if you guys saw that thing I posted the other day of the 375K all-time P&L. But if you saw the equity curve on that, it's just back-to-back bangers on options. It's like 5 trades to make that, because that was like just some stupid shit, just full porting over and over. Because that didn't matter, but like it ended up like really mattering. It became like a good amount of money. Do you know if there's ADR on Thinkorswim? I really don't think there is. But I think you'll be fine. I really don't think there is. I'm not sure though. Yeah, you can on TradingView. If you go to indicators and you just type in ADR, there's like someone who made it. You need at least 5K to trade options. I mean, not really. We have that script for TradingView in the server. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have our little script. We should probably publish that or something. I guess they could just click on it. If I have a 10K account, I only buy $100 worth of cons. Seems like not a lot. And then I have my stop loss at losing 100. No. You don't have your stop loss at losing 100. So if you have a 10K if you have a 10K account right now and you buy $100 worth of Riot, or you know what? Fuck it. Let's use Mara example because it really only takes one trade to change your account. You buy 100 cons here, or let's say the first one. Not 100 cons. No, you buy $100 worth and you get the same return that I got. You entered the same time as me on live stream. You sold the same time as me on live stream because that's literally what happened. You then would have 16,000 About, right? Unless I'm fucking retarded. Let me see. No, yeah, you would. You'd have $16,000. So now you're putting 160 into options on the next trade. Now, oh well, Pac W was right before that. You got 5,000%, which I don't think many people took that with me for some reason. I told you the bank is gonna crash. I'm short in this bitch. Boom, bank crashed. I went up 5,000%. Mara, first one was 6,050%. So you would have turned your 10K account, putting $100 in. You would have turned your 10K account into 16K. You'd have made 6K off $100 in one trade. So yeah, $100 doesn't seem like much until you hit one of those bangers. But that's all you need is one. Now you have 16K. Next trade goes up 1,000%. So now your 16K account 160 times 10. Now 16. So now you have 17,600. You almost just doubled your account in 2 trades on the same stock. And let's say you also took Pac W, your account is 100% doubled. Not including any other losses, but 10K plus 16K equals, well, you don't make 16K, you make 6K off. You make 6K off of $100. So your account comes into, I remember you saying puts, then I'm in, and then I thought you were talking about SPY. No, I wasn't. How do taxes work? Don't worry about taxes. You don't make any money. That's how taxes work. When you start making money, you won't have to worry about them. Because what you do is you pay someone to do it for you. I paid like $1,200 for a guy to go through all my bank statements, all my tax things, everything. It doesn't cost much, and they know what the fuck they're doing. I'm not the one who went to the school for that or read all the books because I'm not down. And that's a waste of my fucking time. I can give them $1,200 or $1,500, whatever I pay them, rather than sit there and learn. That's like the same reason why people pay for the Discord. Because I already know all the information. I'll just hand it right over to you. So I see you scan charts and can see the percentage gain to take certain profits. Is that only... Oh, yeah. So that line that I'm, like, drawing out, right? And then you see the percent in the top left. You see it changing, hopefully. Yeah, that's not exactly what I use to take profits, but... Wait, what is that? 10,000 minus 100 equals 90... No, there's no 16K from Mara if you put $100 in. On a 6K gain, you turned $100 into 6K. So your account is then worth 16K. If you took that trade. And that's like if you started at a 10K flat account, boom, that was the only trade. You didn't take any other losses. Like, for example, in the charts, the stock is trading at 244, but out of the money options are 0.60. How would you know what your stop loss would be if you set your stop loss at 240? Well, you wouldn't know what your stop loss would be the contract price. You don't set stop losses based on contract price. You set them based on share price. So that's why it's very difficult to calculate. The way to calculate that would be a calculus 2 formula, and I doubt you're going to calculate that because it's actually really fucking hard. You'll never know exactly where the contract price is going to be. You can get a rough estimate, but you're not going to get an exact one. So you're not going to be able to set a stop like that. And either way, if you swing it, like let's say Riot, right? Swinging Riot. Tomorrow, probably fucking worthless. So it's like, I mean, obviously the ones that are further out haven't even lost anything, but if it stops out and you have like these really cheap contracts, they're going to be worthless. No, wait, I have a little lotto on this. NKLA. It's like a couple bucks, who cares? But I just want to see. I want to see. Riot really doesn't want to go. Come on. Piece of shit. Gotta use a calculator? For what? What the fuck are you talking about, CJ? Gotta use a calculator. The amount of money I buy on cons is not the same as how much I'm risking, though. Well, yeah, it is, actually, because if you're swinging it, and let's say Riot, you're swinging it, it doesn't hit the stop today, but tomorrow it opens up at 11:20. They're gonna be fucking worthless. So, obviously, it's not gonna stop you out and become worthless, like if it stops out right now, which is, like, bound to happen any second. If it stops you out right now, it's obviously not going to be worthless. But what if this just ends up sideways, never stops you out, and just burns theta all day and then gaps down tomorrow? They're going to be worthless, depending on the expiration date, which if they're close. It's different for SPY, because SPY, you're not swinging it. Like the intraday trades, like when we're day trading those, you're not going to, they're not going to go worthless. So you can estimate about how much you're risking. You can't get an exact thing, but you can put like 2% of your account in, still risking 1% on the SPY day trades. But that's because you have a stop loss that's intraday, and then you also have what's it called? You're not swinging it. There's 0 days already. You want to have a stop at low a day. You're thinking of like a 10% stop loss. Yeah, I see. I see what. I mean, I think I don't know what he's thinking, to be honest. If a contract is worth 0.10 and it goes to 0.09 and it's sold and you barely moved, putting your stop loss at $100 only is not worth it because that's a 10% decrease. What does that mean? Putting your stop loss at $100 is a 10% decrease? He's putting 1K in, but he wants to only lose 100? Well, that's never going to fucking work. Right? Still looks fine on the daily. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to give us a shit day now. What's Bitcoin look like? A little pullback. Going sideways still. Jobby, you motherfucker. Plug. NKLA. Let's see Riot. Riot, I might get out of at pretty soon. I'm gonna get out at low. Are we out of Riot? No. Oh, so when you do options, do you just get out of the market at the market order for a stop? Yeah. So like if this hits low of day, I'm just gonna sell them at market because like I don't really give a fuck what they're worth. I only put in. I make sure it doesn't exceed 1% of my account anyway. TTD went poopies, did it? Oh, not really. I mean, it's just sideways now. Sold half yesterday, so we chilling. It's that trade's pretty much like break even, maybe a few pennies in the pocket. You're in NKLA calls? Like not really. Like it's kind of just like a joke, to be honest. Just to see the percent if it did decide to take off. If it starts picking up more on volume, then I'll probably add a little bit of size to it. Go with like a 0.25%. Right now, it's like even if it made a big move, it wouldn't even make me any money. How do you determine when to sell when you're up? Price targets and moving averages. Yeah, but Brad, it's all relevant. You shouldn't be trying to make sustainable money with 10K in options. Just grow your account. Yeah, you shouldn't be trying to make money from the market anyways. Like, realistically, like, the chances of you making money are very slim. Because, like, me following all the rules and putting the odds in my favor the best possible, I have a 30% chance of winning. Obviously, when I win, it's fucking huge. So then, like, that win rate doesn't really matter. But it's like, if I have a 30% if I have a 30% chance of winning with all the odds in my favor, knowing exactly what I'm doing, putting all the variables together, and then you come in with no experience and no knowledge and you just try to start pressing buttons, obviously you're going to have a lot less than a 30% chance of winning, and then you're probably going to miss out on the big winners. So it's like, you fuck yourself over pretty quick. Look at Cop. Cop. Kind of a turd. It's below the 200. Hasn't made a big move recently. It is basing, I see that, but I would consider it a turd. Carvana, yeah, you can get the fuck out of here. I'm going to go through every stock in every sector later tonight. Every single one. I'm going to go hunt for setups. And I'll be able to figure out which sectors are performing well. Think of it as your retirement fund? Yeah, that's basically what it is. Weird. I don't know, but okay. Oh, okay. Did I take Redfin? Nope. Should have. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Thank you, actually. Really appreciate that. It's only up 30%. Piece of shit. Yeah, I kind of been missing out on a few of these. I'm not tripping, though. The market's still kind of ass. Once it get better, once it gets better, those things are everywhere. Industry night? Yeah, Justin. We can do something like that. How about this? I take a nap, you go through every single one. Do it in SAR? Yeah, we could do that. I mean, I was probably going to do it pretty fucking late. You and Luis? Is that right? Just missing entries? Yeah. Wait until you have so many setups breaking out at the same time that you don't know which one to take. Just wait for that. You'll trip out. Once you see 5, 10 stocks breaking out the same day at the same time, and your alerts are spamming your eardrums, your brain freezes up. You start fat fingering and shorting on accident. How long do you think it should take to learn, at least before I actually try making money out of the market? Start on a paper account and start fucking trading. Don't sit there and try to learn over and over and collect info. Collect info, apply it. Collect info, apply it. See how quick you can change your behavior. That'll grade your intelligence. If you can change how you act based on what happens because of the information you learned, then you're smart. I put 0.05% of my account into each of them. What the fuck? I can't wait to risk 2%. Yeah, literally. How do I set up the alert? Because when I did it, it doesn't make the noise. What are you on? I have an interview for Stop and Shop job today. That's good. There you go. Step 1. Step 2, delete your pride. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about impressing anybody. No one gives a fuck until you actually make it. I'll tell you that, Brad, because I know you're young. No one gives a fuck if you have some okay sports card that you're spending all your money on just to look cool. Save all your money. Don't spend it. I better see you in Walmart clothes every day because you don't need anything crazy. I wear H&M pretty much every single day. People still talk shit. Who cares? Not me. I got H&M. Well, actually, some of my clothes are a little bit more. But anyways, don't give a fuck what people think because they really don't care. Save up as much as you can. Make as much money as you can. All the money you make, invest it. Make sure it's going into a good investment. Don't start full porting all your money. Like, actually be smart. Invest your money into something that it's going to grow into. Actually, wait, fuck. If you're at Stop and Shop, or what would you call it? Stop and Go, Stop and Shop. All right, you're at Stop and Shop. You're probably not going to be making too much. So maybe your first investment should be investing in your ability to make more so that you can have a higher cash flow. I don't know. Wait, 22.50 an hour? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, then maybe you can do that. Might as well go for that. Anyways, what did you just say, Brad? Message retracted. Anyways, you need to. This goes for all you guys, not just Brad. You need to make as much money as you possibly can at any job, whatever. Just make money, save money, so don't spend. And then invest. And there's different ways you can invest. You can invest in your ability to make more, or you can invest in, you know, the markets, or, you could be trading. There's tons of ways you can invest, but the highest return on investment based on where you guys currently are is probably investing in your ability to make more so that you can have more capital to invest, if that makes sense. But just do that over and over and over. Give it, like, it's going to take at least a year to get off your feet. Or get on your feet. It's going to take a little bit. And then it's going to take a few more years to invest and do all that. But you'll get to a point to where you don't even have to do shit all day if you don't want to. And you'll be rich as fuck. Or not rich as fuck, but you should have some, hundreds of thousands. Like, I want to dress good, but I feel guilty whenever I think of buying clothes. Trust me, I've spent a lot of money on clothes, and I think it was dumb. Just get a bunch of black t-shirts. Yep, that's all I do now. Black and white t-shirts. I have some other shirts, but, like, the black and white tees are where it's at. And then I have a lot of clothes that I got for free. What do I personally trade on? Webull and Cobra trading. Webull is like my options. Mainly my options. Sometimes I'll buy some shares on there, but Cobra. Well, because Cobra has better short locates. Okay, so for smaller accounts, when I swing, should I go further in strikes so I can get more than one con so I can sell one or so? If you're on like a really small account, or well, you know what? The best way to do it is with shares. That is the best way you can possibly do it. It's the easiest way to manage it, and the risk to reward will be the exact same. You'll make the same amount of money trading shares because you won't have like unnecessary losses through options. Like the options, I'll get a bunch of them randomly, and I kind of do a lot of random shit with the options. I could avoid that and probably increase my performance, but it's like so minimal right now that it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you should be doing something to where you can sell a portion, like be able to scale out and then put a stop loss at break even. But for options, putting a stop back at break even is kind of hard because the contract prices move weird. That's why shares are really good for that. That's exactly what I'm doing. I save up to 500, put 120 down on AirPods to resell as my first investment, and then after that, my return should be around 700. What the fuck? That's a crazy ass return. Do you know Alex Sedlak? I don't think so. Um, you put 120 down on AirPods to resell. Why is everyone reselling AirPods? Like there's no way there's that many. Yeah, what AirPods are you selling? Are those fucking helping me fly? Actually, I paid 700 for mine, but that was at the airport. Resell shoes? Mm, even that's tricky. It's tricky to resell items like that. Do you ever feel like you were missing out on partying when going all in on trading and no RI? Oh, I think I saw your message above a little bit. You were like saying something about like felt like it like nothing was coming back. I mean, you gotta feel like shit for some years in your life. So, I mean, like, I honestly, I guess so. Like, you gotta feel like if you feel like you're making no progress, that could be a different issue, but because you might actually not be making any progress. But, yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of get a reality check. Because a lot of people are just, they sit there and they play Fortnite and they fucking play video games, whatever game it is. When you're playing those games, you forget that you're even on planet Earth. Because I remember that's how I felt. I used to play CS a lot when I was younger, and I didn't even know that I was on planet Earth. And I would be like, oh, I want to wake up tomorrow and play CS again. And like, I don't know. It was just like, it's weird. You get lost, but it's there on purpose. You'll respray the address on your curb. There's no address on the curb. If you want to make money, either way, you'll figure out if you really want that money. Well, most people just say like, "Hey, what book should I read?" and all this shit. What's a good like? You don't actually want to do anything. You would have just got up and fucking done it, rather than asking me what book you should read. Like you would have done the same thing that I did. I didn't say like I didn't go around and start asking a bunch of people a bunch of questions. I got up and I'm like, how the fuck do I do this now? And I started looking for answers. I ran into problems, made questions, looked for answers. Obviously, the way I did it took longer than if I were to go to a source, but I didn't have a source to trust. I didn't know who to trust. I didn't know. For me, it's very hard to trust people, and that's why I understand a lot of people think like discords are scams and shit. Like, obviously, people think that because there's so many retards out there that just want to make money off anyone. But it's like if I like genuinely, if I found me on the internet, I'd be like, wow, this guy's a dog. I need to learn from him. And that's kind of like what I'm doing now is like the way that I don't really market, but like who I would market to is like just like my past self. Like it's just what I would have wanted. And it's like, okay, if you stick around and you like it, then it'll probably fucking work out because this is how I do things. Like I don't try to force it, you know? You can't ever try to force anything. It'll just happen. Like if you say like, "Oh, what book do I read?" Like you're just kind of forcing it. You would have got up and fucking grabbed the book or figured out some book to read. Did you play Fortnite 27? I don't know, honestly. Okay, predicate you. You predicate me. Appreciate you because I've been in all the trades recently. They all run about 100% or higher. Since I've won con, you never scale out. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That is challenging. For not ripping CS out of your hand and telling you to get good at this. Well, you wouldn't have anyway. 99.5% of trading is learning through experience. Yeah, a lot of it really is. Because experience is going to be the best teacher either way. It's the slowest, but it's the best. That's why, like, what I share is my experience. I'm sharing my personal experience through my trading style. So you can skip a lot of things by just listening to what I'm saying. But it's like most people don't listen for some reason and end up making the same mistake, and then experience teaches them the exact same thing I just tried to teach them. It is what it is. Do I read? No, I'm illiterate. I start college in the next 2 months, so I just hit a reality check. I started looking into side hustles. My whole plan this summer is to learn a skill I can profit off of. There you go. So get right to it. If that's your plan, summer's already started. You're lazy. You need to do it. Am I picking strikes based on price targets, like the thing we went over with Mara? So like if I had, Mara, I know where to pick my strikes based on those resistance points. So like you guys know, I went for the 12s twice, smack strike twice. Could have went for 15s. I think we did. I posted something on Twitter, right? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, based on like price target or based on like these levels usually, the levels I identify. And if you don't know that, it's somewhere on the stream somewhere. Don't fucking know. It's been already like an hour on stream, but go back and watch how I figure out those price levels. How am I feeling about TTD? I think it's chilling. I don't really feel about it any like certain way. More like how am I feeling about Riot? Is this thing just gonna fucking sit there all day? Or what? Piece of turd. Riot doesn't really seem like it wants to go anywhere, to be honest. Your opinion about Forex? I don't really have much of an opinion on Forex. Trills FN. Are you verified or something? What the fuck? Why does your name pop up like that? Trying to see if I should buy your chat. Will it make me rich? Nope. It won't make you rich. So if your goal is to get rich tomorrow, don't even join, because I don't even wanna hear some crazy shit like that. Yeah, it definitely won't make you rich. My opinion about Forex. I said on TikTok, I think it's like the hood of trading. Hey, am I still in Riot? Yeah, I am. I mean, it hasn't taken out lows, but it's not really going anywhere. Dana Life fit at 100K. Oh shit, really? That's pretty far. How to pick expiration dates? I just said that. You're gonna have to go back through the stream and watch. Mr. Brad. Look at the people who market Forex trading. Yeah. Replace your 9 to 5 income instantly by following my Forex bot trading signal. So crazy. What is my favorite car? Fuck, I don't even know. Cullinan. I like to go slow and be comfortable. Ironically, because all you see is me going 500,000. Okay, but didn't you make like 370,000 percentages in a couple years? Yeah, like unsafely. I mean, is that replicable? Yeah, probably, but like the probability of you replicating that is not extremely high. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you you're gonna get rich off like trading, because probably it just doesn't work like that. Basically, if it's a weekly breakout, you buy a month contract. Yeah, about, because you're looking 3 to 5 weeks out if it's weekly. If it's a daily setup, you're looking 3 to 5 days out. TGR made a few million getting lucky off the crypto pumps, which allowed him to lose hundreds of thousands learning how to trade, and that's where we're at now. Yeah, I still don't even really know how he trades, but I mean, makes sense, I guess. You entered a 104 call on cop. Why? That's pretty random. I wouldn't have done that. I don't think there's a setup or like a good trade there. TBH. TBH, bro. RXST broke. Of course. Why does it look like this? It trades so fucking weird. Of course it did, though. RXST. It's a flat base. Yeah, the volume looks weird on it. It looks thin. It is kind of thin. It's really strong, though. And weekly just pulled right to the 10. This isn't that bad. How much can I buy? It's above ADR by how much? Shit. A percent. I have like no buying power. Well, that's sick. This account has not much in it. Or not much buying power in it. Maybe we'll use this. Alright. I took a little bit on it. Did that just move up because of that? That is fucking retarded. What even is the volume on that candle? 1.2K. 600. That's weird. How did I bought 600 shares and I was the only fucking person? Well, that's sick. Just watched myself buy it. Yeah, this is pretty thin. Good thing I didn't buy much. I bought 750 Riot Cons at open. What the fuck did you do that for? 750? That is crazy. Is Morgan in Riot? You could just ask me. Yeah. It's holding up this like trend line a little bit. It's just kind of weird. That's just not really weird, but okay, time to hop off. It's pretty much nothing left. If this takes out low a day, then I'll just sell it. Are you still boys with Austin? I don't know. I don't really have a problem with him. Okay. I will see you guys in the Discord. Later. Oh, make sure you need to rewatch the stream so you can learn some shit.